Early but not late.
Early
We
but not
here.
late. Who gave you the password, bro?
Top of the top. I figured that shit out, man.
Oh, man.
Good
What's up, dog?
morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning.
Back at it. Oh,
Boy, this was a long 3 weeks, boy. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That definitely was long. It was weird. I was doing shit, making puzzles, doing puzzles and stuff. You hear me?
Man, I went and bought some dumbbells, bro, for some free weight exercises.
Where
And
you
I
got yours
forgot
from?
they got a some guy out here. I found that shit on Facebook Marketplace. He had the whole rack from the fucking fives all the way down to like the 25s or some shit like that. I think it was more than that for
Right.
like 150.
Those first ones I've been doing. So I got the 5 pounds. I think it's 5 pounders. I've been doing a little jumping jack sequence that I sent to you.
Yeah,
The first one, but I need to get heavier weights to do all that other stuff. Cause
yeah.
then be on that other stuff. Yeah.
Shit, I was playing with the little tens yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a little workout with these. It's been a little minute since I picked some weights up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm like, damn. The forearm exercise, the arm exercise I'm trying to do. I'm like, okay, yeah, this about to get me right quick.
Right. I think I'm gonna do. Uh, so I had that no. I'm still on a no red meat diet, but I still been eating fried food, so I got to kind of clean up uh
Yeah,
the rest of my diet. I went a week. I ain't do no no meat whatsoever, no diddy. Yeah, man. That one where I was just doing fishing, pescatarian pretty much.
yeah.
So either this week I'm a well this week not either this week. This week I'm going just raw. I'm not eating nothing cooked. So I'm gonna do
Okay.
like smoothies, salads, uh, just fruit juices, stuff like that. Because I was weighing myself every day and trying to see which one to help me lose, which one made me lose the most weight.
Yeah.
Obviously, the pescatarian did because I wasn't eating chicken, turkey, all that stuff.
Right.
I'm never doing, not never, for my 75 days, I'm not doing no red meat. That's that's just I ain't
Okay.
been doing no burgers or nothing.
Yeah. My girl
And I
started
won't
us
cut
off.
back the I've been doing pasta and stuff like
Oh
macaroni
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. That
I
yeah,
try to,
that bread, rice, and noodles. Kill it after.
and I
Hey,
had a
look, I'm
king
gonna tell
cake.
you something. Fuck with it and kill it after 3 o'clock. Like once you kill it after 3 o'clock, you'll see a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, as far as
Um,
just the carbs from the
yeah,
bread and all that. Okay,
yeah, and dropping weight. Like if you just do meat, even if you just do meat and vegetables from 3 p.m. until bedtime, you're
uh-huh.
gonna see a drastic drop in pounds. I did that shit without lifting no weights, without doing no exercises 1 year. And
Uh-huh.
bro, no lie, I dropped 25 pounds in 3 weeks.
Hmm.
Man, but you don't want to lose weight without lifting weights, bro. You want to look like something, man. That all that eating after 3 o'clock and turning your nose to the left and all
You
that,
know,
that don't
Now
work.
I got slim as a motherfucker, no lie. I got slim.
You won't have muscle definition though, bro. You just don't want to
I
lose.
ain't doing no pork, Mike. I ain't going back to pork, bro.
Oh no, bro. We
The
don't eat
honor,
that.
the honorable
No
Elijah
swine on
Muhammad.
my fork.
I ain't going back there.
We're
Boy
not
got
doing
me
that, bro.
scared, and he ain't even tell me why I couldn't eat it. I'm just
I don't
he
eat
said
pork,
it.
bro.
He said it enough to back me off. You heard me?
Yeah, stay away from that, brother.
Yeah. Somebody tell you don't go in that door about
Don't go
20
there, bro.
times in one page. You like, you know what? If it'll make you sleep at night, I'm not gonna go back over there. Mm. Like Mike said, just lift some weights.
No, you gotta lift weights, bro. You gotta lift
I'm gonna
weights.
go on
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace too.
So look,
Say, bruh.
the
Everybody
old
said that's
Facebook
where you get.
Marketplace be having any and everything you need, bruh. Literally.
bro,
And you can
listen,
have some niggas down.
all you gotta do, y'all trying to lose weight or y'all trying to just
I'm
be
trying
healthy?
to lose weight and be healthy. I think it's gonna go hand in hand with me.
Yeah, it's gonna go hand in
I
hand
think
for
I'm
sure.
fat because I wasn't eating healthy. So I feel like naturally, if I eat healthy, I'm gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
And then after a certain point, I think once I get back down to like 220, I think I'm gonna have to work out to continue to lose weight. I won't get
But
down
look,
to two.
Yeah, niggas gonna
so
think you on crack like I was.
so
Everybody thought I was smoking something.
you
If you
so
don't have, like he said, if you just get small and you ain't lifting the weight, you ain't got no definition to it. I would say it looked like he dabbling with the Walter White. You heard me?
Yeah.
but I say this, bro. Like when it comes to health and fitness and all that, I'm old school. Like I believe in eating clean, working out, doing, like on a consistent basis. So if you
Yeah.
stay ready, you ain't never gotta get ready.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn your cameras on, man. Let this man talk to you.
Where everybody at, bro? It's the first
Oh,
Monday of the year.
did they know?
First Sunday of the year.
Did they know?
Yeah, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they go. There you go.
Who let him in?
Look what the cat drug in.
Oh, I- who let him? Who let this guy in?
Shoe
What
program.
you want? What you want? How long you want to wait, man?
Like, we could go ahead, shoot nine. We'll go 9:05, bro. We could get it started. It's first of the year.
Man.
We could do it, brother. Uncle Willis' son.
Yeah, that's something else. Both of y'all, let's get y'all the week right now. What it was, Mike? SOFI?
SoFi. Oh, I'm like, you could
All
buy.
right in the wrong. What the ticket is?
SOFI.
That's it.
Really?
It's
Oh,
not a.
Lord. I messed up. I messed up, y'all. Shit ain't never. So, everybody, tell me how y'all Christmas was while I move back over here.
Christmas was lit, man. We took Lil Man the Gaylord Texan, no Diddy, in Grapevine. They had some shit called Christmas in the Village or something like that. But whatever it was dedicated. It's like a little resort, Marriott resort, and it's dedicated to Christmas shit for the kids. So
Okay.
we took them there. We stayed out there for like 4 days and took them to Great Wolf Lodge, little indoor water park on Christmas Day. That nigga did not want to leave, man.
Oh, that sounds fun. Sound like I wouldn't have left neither. An indoor water park. You heard me?
Indo, sound like it's in this
Yeah.
phone. Outdo.
You got to send me all them names. I got to come to Texas, bro.
Hey man, tell everybody come swing out here for a little while. They just built a
Y'all got
they
crazy
had it.
people out there, though, bro. I got some crazy people out there.
Yeah, yeah, nah, for sure. As long as you in the city, you'll be all right. Don't go swinging out there, them little country towns, and don't go no further than no lie. Don't go no further than Houston, bro. We was out there in Grapevine. No white people was looking at us like, why are y'all here?
Mm,
What
mm,
y'all doing here?
mm.
What y'all doing? Nah, keep my black ass in Houston. To hell with Dallas. Furthest I go.
Y'all been to any of those joints where they be selling the guinea pigs?
No, I don't know nothing about that there.
Okay.
Hey, I went to
They
Celebration.
high like little pit bulls, you hear me? If not higher. I'm loading up, bro.
Y'all be wild.
Did it? It's showing on y'all screen? No.
Not yet, no.
Nah, not yet.
Here we
All
go.
right. This the monthly. And Mike, you said you had already got a few numbers on there.
So yeah, I mean, at this point, man, it's a good time to buy shares. I don't know if y'all want to trade options on this stock, bro. Like, I
What's
think
your
I think buying shares, right now would be a good time, or just average in to me if they go down to 11 or $10 is average in and just hold them. If you really like that stock. Like
what
I
are you talking?
don't
This
I don't
15.
like it. I don't like it, bro. I don't me personally, I don't like it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't trade options. I'll just buy shares of this and hold them.
What is this thing makes?
That's it.
And we should
So
be aiming for the all-time high.
I mean, if I'm holding shares, I'll just be holding them, bro. Like this is not something that I'll be looking to trade options on, to be honest.
Yeah, this the monthly calendar too.
Yeah.
So
So
probably if you could get in, what you said, what number you had said?
maybe about 11 bucks. I said 11. That would be like, so you can start buying now, and then if it go down to 11 or $10, you just average in, buy some more shares. But it's probably gonna go back up to 28, you know.
All
So
right, I catch it tonight.
you'll be able to double your money or whatnot. But I wouldn't be looking to buy trade options on this. Is what
What
I'm
your
saying.
low? What your low was? So I can mark it.
Like 10 bucks, 11 bucks in that area where that gap
Yeah,
is.
yeah, they
You,
got two gaps back to back on the monthly.
yeah, but we already traded into one.
Uh,
So
that's
yeah, that gap could take us to, $25,
20, 25,
28.
28.
Yeah. So if you wanna trade options on this stock, you know,
That ball
I
hit you with the premium for the contracts.
the the ideal number will probably be now if you're looking long term by us trading into that monthly gap. You could buy you some 30s or some 28s 6 months out and just let them rock.
Y'all good on this one?
Hmm. For me, I was just buying shares. I wasn't looking at trading no options on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it now, and you look for it to go to the high. You're gonna be at least 100%.
Yeah.
The high is 28 all the time.
Yep.
I think. Yeah, I think if we could fill this gap, though, I'll be trying to get it at, like Mike said, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Then you almost triple your money. Run up that 28, $30. Because you're looking for a sweep of the high. It was at 28, you're kind of looking for 29, $30. So you get it at 10, at a 200 uh, initial investment. Yep, yep. All right. What was the other one?
Self
Celsius,
How you spelling it?
CELH.
CELH. Yeah.
Well, what you about to do with this?
Taking a look at it. That's that fucking energy drink company.
It's all money. Oh, you got a gap right there.
That fall from grace is crazy.
Almost reminds me of GameStop.
That boy's about to say something else.
But it's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new life.
See that inversion? You see that inversion right there, boy? That was beautiful right there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right where you threw that gap at.
Oh, this one, and then it
Yep.
came back in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop. So low. So all the way
Boom,
down to the
boom,
low.
boom.
That swing low right there. What that is? What that swing low is? 20 what? You see that? Go down. The candle right in the middle.
Right here,
To the left. The green candle. Right?
right here.
To your right.
To my right, this one.
Yeah, right there. That one. The one left next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Took that out, huh? And trying to reverse now.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. It works on everything. Stocks. You want to trade cattle. You want to trade wheat. You want to trade barley. You want to trade gold. It works on all of it, bro.
You got a number for this one?
Nah, bro. I see the same thing when I pulled it up. Like, man, what they trying to do with this?
Leave this alone.
So I'm gonna be honest with you though. It could be basing right now though, like because that's like if we keeping it a buck,
Up in
that
this area.
yeah, like that's like
Hmm.
a huge support level right there
So is it more so you want to like how we were saying $10 was good for SOFI? I'm almost saying I would actually want this to break back above 40
for it to go higher.
for it to go higher. Me
Yeah. So
personally.
would you be interested in buying shares of this company or this is trading options?
Nah, this shares as well.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I think now will be a good
Yeah,
time.
share wise, if you're gonna do it, because even if you look at this 28 and it base again how it did back here, you're going from you could just bounce this back and forward 26, 28 to $40, $38, $40. Then if it closes above, but this is all monthly. Hold on. This is all, that's a monthly gap. So maybe above 42.
Yeah, it's some strong
Well,
consolidation. I actually like buying right here in this area.
yeah.
I
Okay.
like that.
I'm saying even if he could just swing it 28 and he could swing it to 40, just like a swing trade on it.
Mhm.
Even though he's saying hold it. I wouldn't try to hold it through 40. I'll just let it go, sell it at 40, and even if it breaks 40, 42, and go on a little run, it's probably gonna base there again though and come back and give you an entry for what you sold it. So you take it from 28 to 40, take some profit. If you're gonna sell a few shares or whatever, and then the day that it decides to not consolidate and break outside of it, above that 40, 42 area, you'll sell, let it do its little run, and wait for it to come back down and give you an entry. Because I like buying if it breaks out of 40, but you're at the bottom of consolidation pretty much.
Yeah.
And from I think me and Mike was talking about usually when it breaks out of consolidation, it's actually gonna take off from the bottom of it and then
Mhm.
just bust straight out the top. So yeah, you can
It's a
buy
good
them right
price.
now.
That's a good one, Mo.
Okay.
And at a minimum, you'll be able to swing it to 40.
Yeah.
That's the two numbers. So 28 to 40, $12. It's like 30, 40% on your return on your investment. Not bad. Those was the that was the only two.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're
My
gonna
bad.
do NVDA and all them. I won't call them. That's the only two off out of the normal stocks that we had.
Yeah, then we got.
Rivian, Rivian.
I knew he was gonna say that, bro.
Damn, who let him in?
So let me when you look at Winston, when you look at Rivian, let me know what you see. Because when I looked at it, I was like, man,
I don't see the goddess of luck on here. I'll tell you that much.
It's just
She's
it's a lot of
nowhere around it.
consolidation, bro. Nah, this monthly candle now that is printing, or
It's
this
not
week.
a money. Hold on.
One more after that. Just look at Lucid too. I've been buying Lucid at like $2 and some change. No lie. Just been grabbing shares up. I ain't been looking like some of this. I haven't been looking at these
Hmm.
stocks that not normal to us. I just been looking at shares on them.
You put them in your son account?
Yes, Sirski.
Oh man.
Let me see. I bought Lucid at like 214 and it's at
You
328
looked
right
at the
now.
weekly two on there, Mike?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's scarce. I mean, that's why I say if it go to $18, I'll be like, all right, I'm out. Like, because it's not showing no signs of life
Yeah,
at
if you could have bought it at the low, which was fucking $8, maybe, but you probably be in the
they
middle of.
trading options on this, bro. They on options.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've seen boys on taking like $10 calls and $12 calls
Mm.
back in like November, December
Where you seen that at?
Hey, look. So look,
online.
I want.
Block him. Block him,
Damn.
Winston. Get him out of here.
Goddamn.
He said White Mike.
I don't know, bro. Why? I don't know what.
White Mike was trading this.
I guess so.
Hold on, let me get
Now
off
you
here.
gotta ask Nell about that, bro. I don't know about
Yeah,
that,
was
bro.
White Mike trading this? Okay, look, play with this idea. Both of y'all play with this idea. Play with the idea of buying 100 shares. That's $1,800, and writing calls on there and
Yeah.
catching what they have flying back. We could talk about that now. Go write a $25 contract on this joint. Buy 100 shares, write a 2,500 contract. Then you will take the premium if that bitch don't hit.
I'm in a $20 call. It expire on the 17th.
No, me and you gonna talk after this. We're gonna
Okay.
talk about getting shares and then writing the contract to where if it don't go to 25 or you put like $30 on it, you're gonna get other people money. They're gonna pay you the premium, and then if it don't close, you get the money and you get to keep your shares.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Y'all niggas geniuses. That's why I love y'all.
Hey man, we're not geniuses. We're dealing with the goddess of luck, bro. All 2025.
You speak for yourself, brother. I don't know who that is.
Yes, you. He do know. He the only one that retired. He knows very well.
Man, listen, boy,
He
y'all,
knows very well. NVDA, game over, set match. Love it here.
yeah, the video out the way. The video about to go.
Especially if we could close the month up here at 140, where is that right now?
Mm. It's gonna
In
keep
my little
on.
family, yeah. Yeah.
We're getting a little more.
February.
Yep.
And then your next area, if we could get into this realm of trading, we probably could see. I think I do believe that earnings is in February.
Hmm.
That'll kind of push us out into this area. I'm thinking like 180 or something.
Hmm.
Then you might get your. It's either gonna run to this 200, or it'll come back and give you an entry around 157 on the field, but whatever it is, really 152. I think if we take out this
Oh,
high,
that's cool.
it should use this.
I looked over that April 150 call. It was like $7, $8, something like that. Mm,
The June, I'm in a June, got it for like 1,200, and that bitch had 15, 1,600. Why am I cursing? The think the contract is at like 15. See, I only been in it week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So caught it at like 134. Right after, matter of fact, the last impromptu Zoom we did, we were saying get them Monday. That's when we got in, Monday or Tuesday. It was like
Who did an
134.
impromptu Zoom? What that happened? Man, y'all wilding, bro. I wasn't invited to that.
It's recorded. You're on there. I just
Hmm.
didn't post it.
Hmm.
God damn.
Do you want me to go? We'll go into the files
All right, so what's the next stop, bro?
next.
Come on.
So it might not be too late for this April 150 then, even though it done damn near almost doubled in price of where I actually looked at it at.
I
So I
wouldn't
looked
That
at
buy
it
is
that,
at
bro.
to you.
I
I'm
looked at it
saying
at damn near 800, 900, and
I
that
wouldn't
bitch
buy
at
that.
14.
I wouldn't buy that.
All right.
I wouldn't buy that. If I was to buy a Nvidia call, I would buy a little bit further out the money because you want your contract to make money. You don't want your contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be in a contract to where it's kind of close to the money, but it's not the data smoking you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just be patient and wait for the re-entry.
Okay.
especially with those prices, because you talk about uh $900 contract losing
That's up.
10%. That's $90. That's almost
Right.
$100. It might lose 10% just in a day. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you could be losing $120 per day if that contract is too close. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but further out, it go down $1, so you might lose 2%,
Right.
10%.
I should have bit that bullet.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
but that one, that's
So
the
look, next thing we got UNH and we got Palantir, and then of course SPY.
okay. Are they gonna let me back on?
Hey, Winston,
What's up?
you wouldn't have to be around character, would you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. I'm on Canal and Liberty.
Uh, all right.
All right. Which one was it? UNH, Mike?
Yeah. Now, Winston, remember me and you had talked about this stop on the
Mm,
stop.
yeah, I
So
got it marked too.
yeah, so there we go.
It look
So
like we basing.
I said, man, you should sell out to 472. It went to 470, what, 475.
Yeah. You were trying to take out this one.
Now I take that out. It didn't
Yeah.
go. So now it's retracing. It's gonna probably retrace maybe 50% of that range, then it's gonna probably sell again. So short term, because sell puts, you know what I'm saying? Like on this stock in particular. Short
Cash
term.
puts. Naked puts.
So
Jesus Christ.
trade back into that gap. This is the weekly, right?
This is the weekly. Let me
Hmm.
go to Marley. Let me go to Marley.
So
Yeah.
now on the monthly, you got an order block. So if it trades all the way back up to that order block up there, yep, you would sell that. Now, if you take
This
that
number that we
sell,
had, what, 553?
yep, yep, I
Mm.
got the numbers right here. I still got them right now.
So would you play up to 553 or would you just
Um,
sell from 553?
I'm not. No, I'm selling. I'm more interested in shorting this stock, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
But if you could play it both ways if you want to, you could like buy it up to that and then short it down to it. But
Hey, pay attention to this fib too. Whereas it hit that 161 that we're waiting for NVDA to do and
mhm,
sold off from there.
yeah,
And
TO
cracked
gonna
back
get it.
under here. You know what I'm saying? You got
Mhm.
consolidation in this area that is in. So even if you plan for it to consolidate in this area again before it go on a run, once they clear everything up, you're looking at set like he said, selling 552,
Or that.
but possibly going back down to 436.
456, 406, any one of those numbers.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that. See if you could catch one of these rounds to where it was hitting, selling off, hitting, selling off.
So,
Yeah, bring it back down to 470.
yep. So even if from a money perspective, even if it just trades back up to touch that candle to not create a gap, I'll be looking to get short. I'll
Yeah,
be short.
especially if it does it quick. Like if
Hmm.
it could do this at the first half in the next 2 weeks, if we could get up there and
Hmm.
hit this, I'm more than sure it's gonna spend the rest of his time trying to hurry up and get back down to get underneath this candle.
So
Print a lower low.
that's gonna be a nice trade.
Yeah,
All right.
like I'll probably like fill this gap and retrace it. Oh no, that what you were saying?
Mm-hmm. Retrace
They
into that
said
gap.
don't get in here next week. That's gonna be your third week.
It's gonna sell
Come in
off.
here, catch the level. It might sell from 531.
Yeah. You gotta pay attention to it. I got the numbers written down. I got alert set. I'm gonna short that, bro. I'm getting back in the hood. I'm shorting that.
Like that.
Taking it all the way to 436.
All right. What was your next one? You had said two of them.
I think BS said Palantir, and then Spy, and then we going to the space age, baby.
Why my number not up here? Oh, Jesus.
So the only thing on Palantir is the initial move was we missed it. So from a weekly, this a monthly chart?
This
Yeah.
is weekly.
So all right. So from a weekly perspective, that's why I was saying, if Palantir trade back down to $62, you should look to get long. And I think I was looking at the monthly when I said that.
I'm about to go to it. Let me I just want to put this gap on it right.
Sure, for sure.
Oh, you got even bigger gap, 65.
That's the monthly gap.
Yeah. So your money will be up here. And you were saying 60.
Yeah, I was saying
I
because
still like 60 because if we don't get nowhere down there and it just plays up here and never tests this gap,
Mhm.
it's probably going to bounce this weekly. And the monthly's bigger. It'll come in, bounce this weekly gap and this monthly gap and get up out of
That's why I said 62. Yeah.
there. Yeah.
But,
And then your low, 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 great price is 45. You agree with that? Bottom of
yeah.
the gap, top of the swing,
And
high back in.
yeah. The best entry was that $22 though $20 that we said way
Uh,
back
that was
in
last
July.
year.
I think it was in July or something.
That was
We said
last year,
that.
bro. I ain't worried about it.
But anywho, but yeah, so when Palantir gives you that pullback, look for those numbers, 62 in anywhere between those monthly and weekly gaps. That's what you're looking at enter.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking to enter. So it
And
might
then
take
take it
so
back
what
to
what what it might end up doing is taking the external liquidity at 84, taking the internal to the gap,
the
and taking that gap to create a new high.
yes.
Yeah. So if it does trade back into that gap, you could look to buy some
80.
maybe some
I think I
$90
still
or
get
more.
85.
Yeah, some 85s or some 90s or something like that. Or some 80s, depending on how much money you want to spend on, how confident you are in the trade. So 80s, maybe 85s.
I
If you,
think at that time, if Bill I was looking, we was talking about 40s,
you're talking about 50.
uh, 50s. Whatever
Mm.
contract he was looking at, I don't know if he's still on here. It was only like $20 or $30 out of the money. So if you're going back to 60, those contracts would kind of be like the same price. You're
Yeah.
able to get in that 60 and then you get a $90 call.
I was looking at 45s.
Okay.
45 from 20. So you go 85. How much was those contracts at the time when you was looking at them?
Like $24.
Like how many dollars?
Like
24.
2,400,
No, $24.
So
like 24 cents.
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
24.
24 cent, 24 actual dollars to buy the contract.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
$20 out the money. And how long was that one for the end of the year?
That was December's. Yeah, for December, I think it was December 6th, early December, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, so you go a little bit further, get you. I wouldn't mind spending like on $100 contract if you could get like a full year out of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get you a January, something
But
for January next year.
yeah, it's been a whatever that number is. You probably let's just call it high side, maybe $200. I would go for it.
So just, start setting your alerts for Palantir.
And when we said 45 is the low,
That's
and
that's a low low. But
Low,
start
low.
start setting your
If it
alert.
go to 45, I would probably give me a 2 year contract to hit 85, just because the price would be that good on it.
Start setting
right,
your alerts when it gets to about $60 though, so you could see, like so your antennas could go up, be like, all right, what's going on with Palantir? Do I need to get
right.
long? Set
He
your,
put me some alerts, set me some alerts up.
yep, yep, yep.
Spy,
Bye to the sky. Then we going to English turn, brother.
look at that, boy. That's that monthly field at 100%. Started 10 out of 9. Week wise, what you see going on, Mike?
Um, yep,
Did we get consolidation right between these?
probably
This
so.
was the auto block you would want to get violated, right?
Yep.
All
So
right.
so
This is
now
week wise.
so now you just it's probably gonna I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably gonna move higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna move higher. Because it's probably gonna mimic it's gonna mimic the NASDAQ. So it's gonna probably do whatever the NASDAQ kind of does next week, going into the week. I think the NASDAQ probably gonna run this week. We got non-farm payroll Friday. So you know how that is.
All
I think especially the NASDAQ, stocks in the NASDAQ look like they primed to make a little run to the upside.
right. Okay.
This is my opinion. Tesla,
Just my thoughts.
it just, look like, so I think
Yeah, this is your area consolidation from 80. What I got marked
it's
here?
the monthly, right?
This is the weekly. I
Okay,
go to the
okay.
monthly.
You good.
Want to go back to the monthly?
No, you good. We good here.
Okay.
You good here. But yeah, so
From
I think,
down here, it can even run back to 609, 610.
yep.
So you're going to either have consolidation or it's going to break out. Again, like we said, it's at the bottom of it.
Yep.
Tested it twice. And then
Didn't leave a
just,
gap.
yeah,
Didn't leave a gap or nothing. So that's clean price action. So if nothing, if it wanted to move to the upside, it's nothing stopping it. It'll be low resistance.
maybe $5 out of what you would have bought, like an 85. You would have bought it at 85. $5 out the money. It's not the game I'm on right now, though.
Yeah,
But just giving it to y'all.
more long
Looking
term.
forward to some long term contract. You talked to G Ben?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm out of just.
Fucked up.
I'm headed out there.
All right. Claire about to hop up there.
All
All right,
right.
we'll hop up. All right. So we good on spy?
On spot.
I want y'all to watch these people too. Put Netflix on y'all joint. That they got live. Hold on real quick. Yo yo.
Yo.
Yeah, so y'all peep Netflix out. What they doing with their live entertainment now? They got Raw. They're gonna be doing Raw tomorrow on Netflix Live. They did the Super Bowl. That was the first, not Super Bowl, the Beyonce Bowl stuff. That was a live thing. They had the Jake Paul stuff. So with them getting into trying to stream live videos and stuff like that, it's the only subscription that I have kept through my uh, adventures of non-cable watching. So uh, they trying to corner the market and be around with the service. So they're just trying to get more and more. I would definitely watch them long term wise. And by being so high, go max. Yeah, they cooking, dog. They fucking cooking, boy. You seen this, Mike?
Yeah. Well, what? Ooh, we.
Oh, let me zoom out.
That's nice.
That's crazy.
So you got the
This
displacement
is
gap.
the auto block, right?
Yeah, you got a displacement gap
Where you at?
at the top.
Right here?
Yeah, it's a displacement. This it see how so you see how Netflix was trading in the range and that gap just displaced it out of that range.
Yeah.
So when Netflix trade back into that gap, you could be looking to buy some $1,000 calls.
This is where y'all do the 50% of it?
Yep, in a displacement gap.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm gonna get this number to y'all. I'm about to hand it over to you, you heard me?
All right.
But definitely put Netflix on your radar long term. Like they making some noise. I think they probably gonna go with a split pretty soon too, since the numbers is getting up. Feel me?
I'm looking to get some $1,000 calls on Netflix. So they got
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. If
that
they
would be
go to that, if they go into this meeting and talk about, they go into their earnings talking about splitting,
oh, it's gonna run.
you gonna see that 1,200 come out hard. So
It's gonna run. It
we
definitely.
gonna dive into this a little bit more. I'm about to hand it over to Mike, y'all, so we could do a playback. You
All
heard
right,
me?
let me
Hold on.
let me prepare myself here, guys.
Let me put some.
Right.
Make sure your camera off, buddy.
Oh yeah. Last time was woo.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. All right. Uh,
Got it, Mike.
I'm with you.
All right.
I'm with you. I got the date. We got to
I'm
figure it out.
I'm about to hop in here on my phone too. Let me in.
All right.
All right.
So welcome back, guys. How y'all feeling, bro? Everybody good? Y'all ready to trade? No? All right, cool. Let's do it. So before we get started, man, the last 2 weeks, we kind of was just in holiday mode, spending time with family, friends, loved ones, etc. Anybody have any good stories, so good trading stories, any trades they took over the last 2 weeks that were profitable, trades that were kind of not profitable, lessons that they learned trading during the holidays, anything that they want to share before we
Just
get started?
taking your time, not getting too much in the holiday spirit on these charts. That's all. Being patient.
What's the holiday spirit? Giving money to the market.
Yeah, man, it's way too much money, but I ain't going to too hard. I call it myself. Just being patient is a real thing. Like you know what you're looking for. Like just wait for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is a day that recently happened. November. I'm sorry. December 20th of last year. So this is where we at right now. It's 4:11 a.m. I'm gonna go to the higher time frame. You know, my highest time frame is always the 1 hour because I always trade on the 5 minute. But we could go to the daily and see. Oh, okay. All right. So the okay. Who? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's this day right here. So so before we get started, I just like to mark out certain things on my chart. I like to mark out the sell side buy side liquidity. I like to mark out, gaps and such and things of that nature. So we got this swing low down here on the 1 hour. We're trading. This is where we're trading at right now. Um, in order for me to want to take a long position to the upside, I would need this low to get taken out, right? Also, we kind of got this 1 hour gap right here that could. I'm gonna just draw it out. It's things that we kind of do while we're
All
trading.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Yeah, you should be able to. You roll.
So I'm about to get it started. Y'all know the rules. If y'all see something, if y'all see a trade that y'all take, stop. Just say, hey, Mike, look, this is my trade right here. Whatever, whatever. So we could kind of like walk through it, talk through it, kind of get it together, learn, collaborate. So let me go back down to the 5. All right, let's go. So this blue box I have right here is the London kill zone. This is London's low. This is London's high up here, right? So as you can see now, we kind of swept that low. I want to see what kind of response we get. Let me make these candles a little bigger. I want to see what kind of response we get going sweeping this low. 209.61. So 209.61. I'm gonna draw that out on my 5 minutes so I can see it on the 5. 209.61. Let's put it right. Damn. Let's just put it right there. That's gonna be the 1 hour low. And see if price gets there or not. But as of now, we consolidating. We kind of consolidating down here at London's low. So we're gonna see what kind of price action we get. Right now it's what 5? It's 5:45. So this is like around the time I'm normally getting to the market right here, y'all. So this price action. Good. And then normally, I like the first move out of London. So out of London kill zone, the first move, like a strong move in whatever direction, it's normally manipulation. It's normally manipulation. So see how we move into the downside right now? I'm just looking for a swing low to get taken out on the higher time frame, which is the 1 hour. And it looked like we hit it down there right now. So let's get back on the 5. Let's see what we get. Y'all can see these candles. Y'all need me to make them bigger. speak up. Whatever you need me to do, let me know. Make sure everybody, let's see. I'm kind of reversing right now, so maybe it's this low right here that we take out on the 1 hour. Let's see. See what the 5 minute telling me. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Might have missed an entry right there. Let me pause that. So I just tap into that gap right here. So we tapped into this gap. So now, granted, I'm looking for this low to get taken out. It didn't, it took out this low. And it looked like it's trying to reverse on the 1 hour. As you can see, this candle is definitely a reversal candle. Yeah, I agree with that. Talking to myself.
I agree.
So
I'm jumping up.
let's see if we can get an entry here.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I agree.
Original entry. Okay. Missed the original
Order
entry.
filled.
I don't have no stop loss on this thing. Oh, we about to get. So I entered the trade here. This is ideal entry right here. This gap. We shouldn't trade back into this gap. We should just keep going high. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. Let me stop it right there. So this high right here, this high right here, even though it's not the high of the session, but this high would have been my exit out of this trade. From entry of 21,087.25 to this high at what 21,208. So that's over 100 points. Right quick. Now, I didn't you're not gonna always catch a candle like this. And I don't know if this was a news. It seems like this was a news candle because it happened at 7:30. So I don't know if we had news this day or not. But by us trade, I didn't put my profit target. I also didn't put a stop loss on here either. So I please don't pick up on those bad behaviors. But this would have been my exit to get out, right? So in entering here at the order block, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row. We closed above it. So I entered here, took a little heat, but it reversed, right? So now we have a gap right here. So we have a 5 minute gap. And I'm gonna go to the 1 hour too after I do this, after I throw this gap out. Right here. So then now go see what the 1 hour is. Oh, see now it's a clearer picture now. So this high, this 5 minute high was also like maybe halfway consequent quotient of this 1 hour gap that we just traded into. So me getting out of this trade would have been sufficient for me, I think, for everybody to trade the NASDAQ in here because that was almost $2,000. But then you got two reasons to sell here. So you got this gap, and it's also a block, whatever block you want to call it, whether it be an order block, mitigation block, whatever block. That's what that is, and it traded straight to it, and it's kind of reversing right now. So let me close this trade. Close this trade out.
Order filled.
Let me slow the time down. Maybe if I slow it down a little bit, I could kind of like trade the right way. I got it going fast. Slow it down. So let's see what happens when we trade into this 5-minute gap. Continue to the upside, order block, use it as support. Continue to the upside. Yep. So now I'll be looking honestly to see if we can take out this high, or is there another reason for us to sell? Because are we going to respect this 1 hour gap, or are we going to trade through it? And what we got 3 minutes left on this candle. 3 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. See how it's respected his order block. Now we got a new candle, a new 1 hour candle. Yeah, it's probably going to continue. See how it closed in the gap? So when we get a closure inside of the gap, two things can happen. We can continue to the upside, fill a gap, invert it for a continuation higher, or it could fill a gap and just reverse and go to the downside. But that's why you always you focus on your smaller time frames, because like your smaller time frames will give you like the context clues of what's going on the higher time frame. Because if you're looking at this 1 hour candle that's printing right now, you're like, I don't know what's going on. But if you go to the 5 minute, you can see, okay, we got this order block that we're respecting. We're kind of consolidating here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could kind of check stuff off your list and be like, okay, well, it kind of looks like we want to continue to the upside. We did close inside of that 1 hour gap. We closed on top of this gap. It's, we respecting the order block that we created here. So it's like, okay, well, you base your trade bias off of that, or you try to find another trade based off of what you're seeing. This gap is being respected. This 5 minute gap that I guess this was a news candle. So we got a gap right here that's being respected. So until we trade back through this gap beneath us, I'll be looking for opportunities to go to the upside. And there we go. So now we swept London's high here. Signs of reversal right here. So we see what happens if we trade back to this consolidation. Do we use this consolidation as support to continue to the upside? Or do we reverse and trade back into this gap? Now, some people will be like, well, Mike, put the fib on that so we can see where we at. Okay. I'll do that. So this is your high, your low. Of course, this gap is in discount, what the bottom of it is. So they be trade back to 50% of the range. You see that? Trade it back to equilibrium and looks of going higher or maybe reversing. No, we'll see. But we don't trade in 50%. We only trade in premium and in discount. So if we displace out of premium, that means that we about to create a new range to the upside. Now let's go back to the 1 hour. Now, okay. Trade it into another gap on the 1 hour. Y'all see anything that y'all would be interested in trading? Being that it was 9:20 now on this market playback. This is a 4 hour. Y'all see anything like Mike? This would have been my trade, or this is what I've been interested in trading. No.
I would use the gaps
Uh-huh.
as like points of reference. So like how you had that 5 minute gap and it played off that 5 minute gap.
Right here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like as I'm trading, I'm always just like marking, like I'll go to the real little time frames, like the 1 minute, and I'll mark gaps on the 1 minute as they happening and see like how price be playing off the gaps. So I can have direction. But
Mhm.
if you like squeeze your chart, I always see where there is like relative equal price. And that's
Mhm.
why, like I'll put my target because at this point, once it creates a new range, I don't have nothing but to the left of me to, tell me which way I should go.
Mhm. Okay. All right. That makes sense. So just just um just just walking back the price action from this playback. So um as we spoke about earlier, normally the first move out of London is always going to be manipulation, right? So we can manipulate everybody to then get short everybody. So you get short, of course you're gonna probably if you get short anywhere in here, you put your stop loss here, or maybe even up here. You're putting your stop loss up here, right? And you see how the market attacks those highs. You see, like it's a privilege to be on the other side of the market to know where stop losses is gonna get attacked. Like, so I could, I'm just riding a wave with the market. Like I'm riding a wave. I know where you're going. Like so. But in this case, this had to be a news candle because if you look at all the rest of the candles, then you got one big candle happening at 7:30. It had to be a news candle. So I didn't do enough research on this date in particular to know if this was a news day or not, but it had to be. I just picked the day and downloaded it and said, okay, we're gonna trade this day. So, but like you said with the gaps always tell you the story of what we're trying to do, right? So just like we swept a 1 hour low. It wasn't the low that I was looking for, and that's okay. We swept a 1 hour low and we reversed. All right, let me make these candles a little bigger so we can see. We reversed, right? So this is the bread and butter trade. I missed it. The candle was printing too fast. I missed it. So this is normally my entry down here. I'm always buying in discount. I want to buy in discount, right? So you got the London kills on. The first move out of London is normally manipulation, unless it's a trend day, unless it's like the market is going in one direction. It's been going in one direction since it, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been selling off, and we call those trend days. And the market is just trending in one direction. But on days that's just normal trading days, I like to call them, when it's not a trend day, you always want to look for signs of reversal. And if we go back to the 1 hour, this is definitely a reversal candle. I want everybody to look at this candle, right? So, because I want you to see it.
What does that candle look like on a 1 minute?
This candle,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of. Let me pull it up.
I'm saying it for like precise reason.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. No biggie. Pull up the 1 minute. Hope this don't mess up the chart. Let's do it. Pull up the 1 minute. All right. So from a 1 minute perspective, this is where we at. So let me make the candles a little bigger. My bad. Hold up. 1 second. There we go. So this is where we at on the 1 minute right here. So this is where I reversed that. This is the 5 minute gap right here. So from a 1 minute perspective, this is how it would look. So we swept the low. Why are my candles not? Why can't I make these candles bigger? Let's see. All right, here we go. So from a 1 minute perspective, let's just break it down. So you got your price lead that swept the liquidity and we reverse. You got a gap here that we traded into. We got a displacement right here. We never traded back into this gap, this 1 minute gap right here though. But touched this order block and kept going. So the only thing about the 1 minute that could confuse you is that it's a lot of candles, right? It's so if you're looking at it from a 5 minute perspective, that's 5 candles.
Hey, Branch up in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're
I
looking at it
see.
from this,
I heard you say 1 minute.
so if you look at it from this perspective, if you comfortable trading in 1 minute, just know that sometimes your entry is going to be like you need to be quick on the draw. Like you need to be quick on the draw and know exactly what you're looking for. Because like once the 1 minute hit whatever price target is trying to hit, it's gonna go. Right. So then if you miss your entry, now you're chasing price. And you don't never want to be in a position to where you chasing price. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your entry, your ideal entry, so you could get out ideally where you would like to get out at, instead of just pressing a button in the middle of a move and then you press a button. So like, let's just say, for instance, you'd be like, all right, I'm buying market right here. And then you get a deep retracement and it's like, damn. So you get a deep retracement and then it consolidate, then it go again. You know what I'm saying? So like you want to be able to know, okay, what I'm looking for on a 1 minute. And the only time I use the 1 minute is when like the market is reversing and we have a long wick at the bottom or at the top of a 5 minute candle. I need to see what kind of candles are printing in that wick, what's happening inside of that wick. And that's the only reason I'll go to the 1 minute. But as far as it's me finding a trade to take, I like to stay safe between the 3 and the 5 minute. But I'm like looking for entry on the 1 minute or looking for direction on the 1 minute is cool. Looking for like early confirmation is cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Like, other people are comfortable trading 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? And I only use the 1 minute when I absolutely positively have to. So going back to let's 5 minute load up right quick. So you got your manipulation, you got your reversal, you got your gap. You tap into that gap. We explode to the upside. This was my original price target. You could have held to London high if you wanted to. Now the market is trading higher. So in this case, you'll be looking for a retracement back into the range to go long, right? If ideally that's what you want to do, you're like, man, well, I missed the move. Like, where can I get in at? You know what I'm saying? So now, if you see, okay, well, the market reverse here, we had a gap, we traded into the gap, then we traded high, you got this displacement gap right here. We didn't kite, we traded, we tapped into it with this candle barely. So because the low of this candle is 21,158. The lower this candle is 21,157. So we did tap into this gap. And then we left, we consolidated, then we took off again. So now notice this, and I want y'all to pay attention to this. You see how on the 5 minute, we tapped into this, let's call it a news gap. We tapped into it barely, and then after we tapped into it, we kind of consolidated. Right? We consolidated for a few candles. Then we went with another move. Then after that move, you have a deep retracement, right? So this is what I mean by like getting your entry, because let's just say you see this candle, right? It's like, oh well, we about to run, and let's just say you press buy somewhere in this candle, then we get a deep retracement. So then you get stopped out. So now you go from thinking that the market about to run to the market about to sell. So now you press sell market, right? So you press sell market. Let's say you press sell market here, and then market sell a little bit, and then it reverse. So now you go from down $250 to down $500. So now then you chasing price again, right? So now you pressing buy. So you press buy somewhere up here, and then it run a little bit, then it retrace. And then now you getting out your trade completely because you don't know what's going on because you just chasing candles. That's why I say the entry or of your trade, or even just knowing what you're looking for to take your trade is going to be ideal for you to be confident in your trade. And as we sitting here looking at price action, right? We see, okay, well, we got a consolidation here. After we tap into the gap, we got consolidation, then a move higher, then you retrace, right? So you can say, well, Mike, we inverted this gap, so that should be resistance. It should be. It should be. But so for instance, let's just say, okay, we inverted this gap, right? So let's just say you take your trade. It's raining that hard? Dang. So let's say you enter this trade here, right? So my stop loss is at this top of this candle. My stop loss is not at the high. My stop loss is on a candle that inverted the gap. So even if we take this trade and we get stopped out, we're not losing a lot of money. Okay, I was wrong. You had reasons to sell. Okay, we in premium of the 5 minute range. You got reasons to sell. You're not wrong. It's just the trade went against you. That's the cost of doing business. But if that's just your trade, you take your trade. If you get stopped out and you lose, that's fine. So now you see the market is trading higher. So let me find entry to take it higher. Let's press play. So going to the 1 hour. This is a nice candle. This is a nice 1 hour candle. Definitely would have bought the kids some new winter clothes with that candle. So what do we have here? What do we have here? Let me pause it. So y'all see this candle right here? This green candle?
Yes.
I see that. So would y'all call that an order block, or what would y'all call that? So now let's get a little bit more context here, right? So from this, it's a sell-off. This is a sell-off. Then we consolidate here. Then we move higher. Boom, boom, boom. Trade into the gap. Then we sell off again. So this is you can consider this a form of consolidation on a higher time frame, which is the 1 hour. So now you're looking at this. So would you be like, well, I'm selling this? Would you be interested in selling this order block, or would you be like, man, I missed my trade. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm just bird watching at this point, Paul. So what would you think? Like, would you consider this an order block? Would you consider trading that? Now, I'm back on the 5 minute now, just to see how the 5 minute is responding to it. Or would you be like, nah, the market too bullish. I'm not willing to risk any of my capital to go in short here. No? Okay. So any other trades y'all see?
There's a gap to the left. I don't know what's
What
it.
time frame?
I don't know because you're moving that one, this one right
This
here.
gap?
Okay.
This gap?
And the candle where you got the fib on,
Up here?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's a gap right there, way up there. But before you get to that gap, you have what I would consider relative equal price at 21,725.
This high?
Yeah.
Okay. So you be looking for
My
price to
target
take that
would
high
be
out?
there. Hmm.
You be looking for price to take this high out?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we back on the 5 minute. So now we got to find entry. If you feel like the market is trading to that price target, we need to find entry on a lower time frame to take it there, right? So now we created a gap, another 5 minute gap. So does the market offer us a chance to join the party in this gap? Because if you feel like, hey, the market is going to this high,
Hey,
See,
Mike,
yo,
can you mark that her target on your thing right quick so we can see when we go into the lower time frame?
what's this high?
She was
no.
talking about
It,
the one above that, huh?
You talking about this high right here? She
Yeah.
says 725. All right. I'm gonna mark it right quick, man. About right there. About right there. They don't look far, huh?
Nah,
no.
that I wanted to see it.
Don't look far, but guess what?
That's a lot of money there.
It's a lot of money, bro. That's what I'll be trying to tell y'all, bro. You don't all you need is a small little pocket on the NASDAQ to make a nice substantial amount of money. Like you don't need those big $2,000. I mean 200 point
That
moves.
look like it's just gone.
Yeah.
Go look left on your file.
Yeah, it's running through all this. This is the price target right here.
Oh,
So it's a 5 minute high. It's a 1 hour high. Oh, don't tell me it's a 4 hour high. The 4 hour high a little lower. Okay. But all in all, man, look at that. Now I'm gonna tell you, okay. Y'all ready? You ready for me to press play?
yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, if we take this high out in reverse, I'll be looking to go short. And but let's let it play out. Maybe these candles a little bigger for the people in the back. Ideally, that's
How much
like
more time we got left on the 1 hour?
we got 33 minutes. Got 33 minutes left on the 1 hour. 31 minutes. So I'll be looking to go short, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, no, I'm not in the market around this time unless I'm desperately in need of a trade. But let's see what happens. Take this high out. Do we displace beyond it? Look, took it out. Boom. Nice. Now I want to see what you do with it. Okay. Be stupid. Go ahead. Go crazy. Look at that. This is some nice price action, bro. This was man.
One
Got
hour.
your reversal right here. Yeah, that's nice. It's going. Uh-oh. See what we got. I'm trading into this guy. Reverse, man. Show me something. Give me something. Give me something to trade, bro.
How that 1 hour candle looking, money?
Bullish. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's see how I look on the five. Mm, I need you to invert this. It's still looking like we got bullish order flow here. It don't look like it's ready to quite turn around just yet. It's not ready to turn around just yet. Okay, brand new 1 hour candle. Let's see what we got. Hmm. Consolidating. We might get us a nice move to the downside. If you need me to go to a lower time frame too, if you just tell me, I'll go down to it. If it's 3 minute, 1 minute, whatever. I'll go down to the lower time frame too. Mm-hmm. Bullet, baby. See, I'll be looking on the 4 hour. Tell me that up here. Some change left on the farm camera. Yeah, this thing it look like yeah, look bullish, man. Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. So now at this point, I don't think we're gonna get the reversal that we're looking for just yet. That period of price action that I don't like is like between like 10 o'clock and like 12:30, 1 o'clock, the price action would be like watching paint dry. So that's why I be saying like the best times to trade is like between 6 a.m. and like 10, because that's when all the volume picks up in the market, the volatility picks up, orders got to get picked up, liquidity got to get taken out, and the market is moving. And when you're on the right side of the markets, most times those trades don't take long to develop. See, now it's just like, all right, what we doing? See, now you know what I'm saying? So now we got this 1 hour gap. That so all right, y'all. Let me just say this. Let's just talk about the price action. All right, so we got London, boom, manipulation, reverse, gap, take entry, take out the high, take out London's high, and we continue to the upside, right? So from a 1 hour perspective, you will look in to see um how we trade into these gaps, all these bearish gaps going to be respected. And clearly we disrespected all of them. And then we took out the high, right? So notice how after we took out the high with this candle, look at this 1 hour candle that printed after it. So the momentum is kind of like fading. You see that? Because if the market wanted to continue to the upside, why wouldn't it continue to the upside? Because if you look at these candles, look at this 1 hour candle, look at this 1 hour candle, now look at this 1 hour candle. The volume dropped a lot. So now that could be a sign of reversal, but then you have these bullish gaps to contend with, right? So now this is where your like your patience comes into play, or this is where like you take read and see what happens in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Or you just come back to the market after it closed and just look at the price action and see.
Look, that's what I was about to say, Mike. At that point, you hoping this ain't your first trade of the day, you heard me?
It
Because that's a hard decision to make. I mean,
is.
get in with Miss Branch, you heard me?
It is. So
Yeah, it's too late. I ain't trying to sell nothing down.
so now, you see how the market created a gap here, then it created a gap here. So when the market typically does that, it's showing you what it's kind of like showing its hand, showing you like this is where we're trying to go. This is the direction of the market to the upside, right? And then once it start kind of consolidating or tapering off, then it's kind of like you should start paying attention to what's going on. So then also you look to the left of these gaps to see what's on the other side of these gaps, like all the blocks, or mitigation blocks, you know, propulsion blocks, all those things play a part into it just being more than a gap. If it's more than a gap, meaning if it has an order block inside of it, then you could kind of like play that as, oh, this could be my price talking to the downside. If you confident in taking a trade to the downside. Now, this is to me, when you have a setup like this, it's kind of playing Russian roulette. Because keep in mind, with all that even though all that happened and we was extremely bullish on this day, we still didn't close above this gap, this bearish gap. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things to consider just looking at the market here in this time frame or in this on this particular trading day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's you got to take this in consideration too. Like we didn't we didn't um we didn't close above that gap. And let me see something. So from top to bottom, we in premium of this gap now, right? So it's like, what do you want to do in this situation? Like, what would you do in this situation? Are you gonna be patient and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna trade today, or is it like I missed my trade, or even, like what would you do? Just talking yourself through it. Because it's gonna be a day, there's gonna be plenty of days in the future where you're gonna see similar situations like this, whether it's to the upside or whether it's to the downside. And you got to decide in your mind, okay, is it worth taking a risk on taking the trade, or is it maybe I should just, see what happens and kind of write notes and like it's solely up to you. So now, but we do have a consolidation. Let me speed it up a little bit. We got consolidation. So normally, until we have an energetic move or a displacement in either direction, this is the kind of price action you're gonna get, right? Is it showing signs of weakness right now? It kind of is, but it's not giving you an opportunity to join the party, right? If you wanted to get short here. And I'll take a short trade. I'll take a short trade just for teaching purposes, but it's no entry. Like just look at how these candles are printing right next to each other. Boom, 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 no gaps. Then we close beneath this gap, right? So would you take this inversion here? Would you be interested in taking that trade? It's
I will wait till it gets to 50% or more of that gap.
of this gap, this green gap, this bullish
Uh,
gap? Okay,
mhm.
okay.
And if it doesn't get to 50% of it, if it's struggling to get to 50% of it, then I mean, I personally wouldn't still be trading after that move,
Mhm.
but um I would just use the gaps
Mhm.
as like, confirmation. So if we can't get above 50% of that gap, if it's struggling to get to 50% of that gap,
Going short.
yeah.
Okay. I'll follow you. Follow you. So now we about to okay. So now we got 4 hour candle closure and 1 hour candle closure at 1 o'clock. So this is what we got on the 1 hour, right? So look at this 1 hour candle, right? So let me just move this field over here. So see this 1 hour candle that printed, and then you could go back to the 5 minute and see the 5 minute candles that created that 1 hour candle, right? And it's not ideal price action. It's not a displacement. It's just candles just printing. All candles are touching each other. It's clean price action, but it's not giving you entry to take a trade, right? It's not a displacement to the downside. It's not, what I'm saying? So it's just really kind of manipulation to the downside. Let's pull back a little bit and we're not gonna give people no entry. And then let's see what happens. So let me press play again. There's really nothing to trade, right? So, and this really kind of like goes into my bias of the afternoons. Like the afternoons don't really be hitting on nothing, bro. Like sometimes you get a good trade in the evening, but most days is just. But hey, if you were like, look, man, I'm buying this 1 hour gap. I mean, if that's your trade setup and you taking it to this high, you could do that. Like, it's more than one way to skin a cat. I just like to skin my cat when it's safe. outside.
Pause.
No, that's not pause, actually. Dynamite. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you do here, all right? So you be like, all right, well, we got to gap them by this. But it's just not enough meat on the bone for me to be like, all right, this is where we heading now. Like, we don't have no, we don't, we don't have nothing that's really telling us, okay, get long, or hey, you should get short here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, nah, I ain't gonna hold it, dog. Hold up. Let me see something. See how it's playing? It'll trade into the gap, then trade higher, then keep playing ping pong. Like it's not inverting anything. It's 2 o'clock now, so we got like a smooth hour left in the trading day. So granted, it's safe to say that the trade was to the upside. So now, right now, if you was to be like, all right, I'm still trying to find a trade. Really, you just gambling at this point. Not to say that the market won't give you a move in the last 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so, but it's like you gambling at this point because if you just go to a higher time frame, you see, okay, the move was to the upside. Clearly, the move was to the upside. And the market is showing no real sense of urgency to trade to the downside yet. So it's like, okay, do I sit here and watch this paint dry on this computer, or do I go find something safe to do? You know what I'm saying? So do I go find something safe to do? And this is really matriculating to the downside. It really is, but it's still all in all, it's still like it didn't give me nothing to be like, all right, now we traded into this 5 minute gap, which was nice. That was nice. That was a treat. Delightful. But still in all, man, it's not really, it's not if you look at these candles on this side of the curve as opposed to these candles on the left side of the curve, the left side of the curve was really aggressive to the upside. The downside is, playing peekaboo. It's not really trying to move to the downside just yet. And granted, it's 2:55. So the market about to close in what, 2 minutes. So we hit this order block. Now, that's it. So just sticking to my theory of the best price action is in the morning. Because look at this, bro. Look at this. You got a nice red candle right here, but it's still like what's your entry? What's your reason to sell? Like what you taking? Like what was your reason to sell? You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing there, even though the market is moving, right? So all we really did was fill this gap. So is this going to be an order block and we continue lower? Got to tune into the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Find out. But all in all, man, so just keeping it 100. So the trade that originally that I wanted to take, I missed it only because I had the candles moving printing too fast. So normally when I trade, I either have my my ATM strategy set up, which is ATM one, big money money machine, whichever one I feel is more feasible for the trade. But I have my ATM. If I don't have my ATM set up, I'll just manually place my stop loss and my price target. Um, I know Brian said his ATM is only for 25 points, right? You looking for 25 points with one contract. I think it was what, $500, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I believe.
Yep, that's it.
So that's $500, right? So even now, this is my trade setup. This is my bread and butter when we reverse and we create a fair value gap. Because every time we reverse, it's going to be discount. There's always going to be a discount. And when you have a reason to buy a discount, you buy it, right? So like I said earlier, my entry would have been here, but I got in at the top of this order block. right? So I kind of missed the best entry, got a good entry, took some heat on it, but eventually it reversed and went where I thought it was gonna go. So this was by this being a intermediate high, this high right here, this was my price target. Like I don't need the whole move. I don't need you to come take out London. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the $250. I'm sorry, the 250 point move. I don't need that, especially trading the Nasdaq. If you trade one contract, like if you enter here, nah, let's do a recap right quick, guys. So, for instance, uh,
Order submitted.
so let's just say you buy this gap, right? So my stop loss, and y'all might think I'm crazy. I'm not putting my stop loss below the low. I'm putting my stop loss. Let's see if I can.
Order submitted.
I'll put my stop loss here below the gap candle. I'm not trying to lose an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm entering here now, if my entry is valid, then there's no reason for us to trade back beneath this gap, right? So if we trade back beneath this gap, if we invert this gap, then my bias should be changed. Now I should be looking to get short if that's the direction of the market. So if I see we swept a 1 hour low, we reverse, we got a gap, trade into that gap, boom, that's my entry, right? Price target is here. So I'll be looking to be like, all right, sell this joint right here.
Order submitted.
So in essence, this speaking on for Brandy's ATM strategy, you're looking for 25 points, right? So let's just say I'm on the Zoom, Brody. I'm on the Zoom. I know you got your speaker. Yeah. Give me a second. So in essence of Brandy, your stop loss, right? So let's just say you get your 25 points, right? So why not move your price target a little higher and just hug your stop loss? Meaning once your 500 is locked in, everything you get after that is land gap for the next day. So let's just say you hit 1,000. So on a Monday, so Tuesday you won't really have to trade. Like Wednesday, you come back to the market Wednesday or Thursday instead of just trying to hit 500 each day. Because now if the market presents you an opportunity for you to get a $1,500 trade, but you lock in your profit at 500 and then it go up to 1,000 and you lock in at 750, it's like you knocking off your, I guess, your weekly goal or your monthly goal.
Right. I think I'm misunderstood when I say that. Like five is that's just my number. That's my baseline number. But best
Okay.
believe if I see where it's clear and it's going to it, like Ash took that trade earlier, it was gonna hit those highs. That's why I
Yeah.
kept saying when you go back to the one. I'm not gonna sit there and just, oh, I got my five, I'm good. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm past that point now in my trading space.
Okay,
Now
cool.
before, yeah, no, I'm gonna take that five and that's it. I'm gonna sit down somewhere. But
Mhm.
now that I have a better understanding, like, nah, yeah, I'm gonna secure my five. I'm gonna let it trail, and I'm gonna keep moving it up a little bit. And I have my own numbers in my head that I'll
Order
keep.
canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
Okay. All right. So, so do anybody have any questions about the playback? Any trades? Any reasons why the market went this way? Why the market went that way? I see the market differently, Mike. I saw this. I saw this. Why the market did that? Anything? All right. So I'm about to go to the live price action. We'll go over that right quick, and then enjoy your Sunday after that. I'm gonna be quick. Let me do something right quick, y'all. Give me a second. Boy, I made $1,500 a day. It should have been more than that. That's all right. Job turkey. Here you go. Here you go. All right, let's see. Let it load up right quick. And then I'm gonna pull it up and we could go over it. I'm gonna start at the weekly. The weekly look nasty. All right, y'all, give me a second. Let's do it. All right, we back. We back. All right. So this is the live data from last week and so forth and so on. All right. So you have buy side liquidity above your swing high. You have sell side below your swing low right here. Now, this is the weekly chart. Matter of fact, let's do the monthly too, since we just starting the month. I'm not gonna hold y'all, bro. I believe we're gonna take this high out. The market is showing, like, even though this last month's candle closed red barely, it's still it's not showing any signs that it wants to continue to the downside. And this is just a monthly candle. So I'm assuming from a monthly perspective, we're gonna come back that's about 1,000 points to the upside. But anywho, let's go down to the weekly, man. Let's break this down. All right. So what happened last week was, we had this gap. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all notice about this gap before we get into anything else. Like, tell me what y'all notice about this gap, this weekly gap.
It's been ran through already.
Yeah, it's been ran through for sure. But it's another thing that I want somebody to kind of like say outside of me saying it.
A volume imbalance before the gap? Like, I don't.
So
it's before there's a volume imbalance.
yeah, we got a volume imbalance down here for
Is
sure.
that a-
Good eye, good eye, good eye, good eye. Anything else y'all notice about it?
Which one?
This gap, this blue gap, this weekly gap. Anything y'all notice? Anything else about this gap?
It took out the high. I mean, that was the high over there to the left.
Yeah, but that wasn't a gap that did it. But yeah, but
Wait, which
anything,
one? That was amazing. Which gap are you talking about?
this gap right here, the blue box
If that red box was the high, I mean the red candle right here was the high, right? Go to the left.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Wouldn't
say
that
that.
be? What do y'all? What's the word you and Branch be using, bro?
Displacement,
Kind of gap that is to take out the high.
displacement gap.
Yeah, that's not a displacement gap.
Uh, it is in a sense.
You have that
That
high,
ain't what
low,
you're talking
higher
about
high,
neither.
but I'm
Huh?
That ain't what you're talking about neither, though, right?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's very
Huh.
simple. It's very simple. So
Because it's blue. That's it. That's all
it's
I
blue
want.
box. It's blue. That's what I want y'all to
That's all I
notice.
wanted y'all to say.
It's blue. Nah, dog. So what it is this. All right. So you remember, this week, I think this was the week of Christmas, or the week before Christmas, how the market was selling on. All right. It sold off, created a low, boom, traded back inside of the gap. This candle opened up, traded lower, traded higher, closed outside of the gap. This candle opened up here, traded a little higher, traded lower, closed back inside of the gap. So
it's just inside that gap. It's panning inside the gap.
the gap is being respected, is what I'm saying. So that's why I said earlier on the Zoom that the NASDAQ was primed to kind of continue running to the upside, was because from a weekly perspective, we never closed beneath this gap. We traded, but we did some damage beneath it, but we never closed beneath it. We never closed beneath it. So even with this candle, we created a low right here. Last week we came to take that low out with this candle. So when you see this and we're respecting the gap, that means that it's highly likely that the market can continue to the upside. Right? So let's go down to the daily. Just to back up my thesis on this. So this is what we got on the daily, right? So let's talk about
Mike,
what you got.
quick question. You mind going back to the weekly? Ashley just pointed something out. I want to get your take on.
What you got? What you need? What you got?
That order block before the gap, that long red candle before the gap, if you notice, once price got back into the gap, it stayed on top of that candle. It never really, it respected it really.
This candle right here?
So, yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How y'all feel about
Does
it
that line
closing?
up?
That last one, I closed underneath it. What do y'all consider underneath?
Underneath what? The
The
gap?
opening of the candle? No. Like go up a little bit more. Right there. Yeah. So now you closed underneath it. Are y'all calling that underneath?
It closed inside of it.
I'm asking all three of y'all.
It closed inside of it. So
Inside of it, I'm sorry. That
so
makes
look,
sense.
so this is what I say. So if you want to call this an order block, if you say, man, this is an order block, you ain't gonna tell
I'm
me.
calling it a level.
You call it a level.
It's an order block, but I'm saying it closed underneath what seems to be a level.
Okay, and that's
the
fair
opener.
too.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's do these.
I'll tell y'all how I'm looking at it. I could be wrong. So this the two things I'm going off of.
Yeah, bro.
The level that it seems like it was making, as she was pointing out, it never, I don't know if she's saying way down there or whatnot, but I'm looking at that part, and then I'm going off of that it closed inside of that wick from that number 3 candle, the other red.
This one?
Yeah. So I'll be trying to play. Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna put candles all the way on side of that wick.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a long week, so that's why she was saying something.
You're just saying what's the consequent encroachment of that gap, Mike? I mean, kind of roughly where the last week was, the close of the last week roughly should be.
Or like the 50%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it might be right up in there.
It's kind of tight. I got something for you.
Pause.
Crazy.
Y'all don't like it tight, man. Y'all is crazy. All right. Anywho. Yeah, 50% right here.
Right, but okay, yeah. So
hold on.
That makes me feel like we will be going long based on that for me.
See, this
is got the wick at the bottom.
You close right beneath the 50%.
A little bit, but I mean,
and it's still where it came from too. Like by it having another wick, does it have to go back down? That price made it come all the way back up.
So I say this, just from trading experience, right? So we have this gap of it. All of that is subject to your own perspective on how you trade.
I'm actually just gonna go back to where you at, Mike. For me, how we got this, I don't know. We have like like I agree with them, and I agree with my thesis on it. I would probably be going to the daily to find my answer. You get what I'm saying?
It frees me up. Here we go. So now, this is
we got to break that line. See that line you have?
That's the same. That's a line that was in the top of the top of that red candle.
Yeah, I'll wait for that to break on the daily, and then I'll take it up to your gap.
So let's talk about this. All right. So we got the high. We got a strong displacement gap on the daily. We traded. This is when we had the impromptu zoom. Now I'm ratting on myself. All right. So this week we had an impromptu Zoom here, right? And I was like, man, we probably gonna sell off a little bit more. And we did. So we traded back into the premium of this gap. You could call this a change in the state of delivery right here. On a daily, respected it. We traded into it a little bit, but clearly we respected it. We created another gap off of it. As y'all can see that. Now, so here's what I got. Now, this swing low that we created, it was a weekly low as well. We took that out on Thursday, right? So from that weekly low, we reversed. We got this daily candle right here, right? So inside of this daily candle, we gotta have something that gives us a reason to trade. Like they gotta have at least a 1 hour gap that's in this candle, or maybe a 4 hour gap that's in this candle, maybe something that's like, all right, we can retrace back down to this and then go higher. Right? So we don't know yet. We just on a daily. So from the daily perspective, I'm looking at it like this. So we had this gap, traded into the gap, sold off, took out the low, right? So in essence, these three candles were bullish delivery. We closed beneath it. We use it as resistance, not once, but twice. So that's, you can say that's a change in the state of delivery again. Boom. Now we close on top of that. We took the highs out. And this is what I love about knowing about liquidity. See, you have a high here, a high here. Notice where we closed that in. Like we didn't reverse after we took the liquidity off of the top of these two candles. Look where we closed that. That's bullish price action to me. That's a sign of upside. Now, if I'm wrong, we can come back to the Zoom next week and be like, boy, you was dead wrong. I'm cool with that. I'm not, it's not about being right. In my opinion, it's about learning how candles print and how they move and how to trade these joints, right? So just from what I've seen previously, when we close at or near previous highs of other candles and we don't get a strong reaction from it, that just lets me know that the order flow is still bullish, in my opinion. Now, we go down to a lower time frame, like let's go down to the 4 hour. We got to have something that's going to be like, all right, we got a gap or something to trade. We don't have nothing on the 4 hour. You don't have nothing on the 4 hour. Now, this probably will be something to look at on the 4 hour. Because you got a high, low, lower high, lower low. And that's could be a mitigation block on the 4 hour at 450. This price action right here. See, you got your high. I'm sorry, you got a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. Then you got a high. Took out the high. And then reverse, come back here, and then go higher. Don't worry about that. I learned that. Don't worry about that. That's another life. And I learned that in another lifetime. So, on the 1 hour, what do we have? Do we have something to trade on the 1 hour? Now, notice how that line that we drew on the from this weekly order block right here is being respected for real. It's being respected. But do we have something that we can trade? Do we have something that the daily reversal gave us to trade on a lower time frame? Do you see something to trade? Is there a gap to trade outside of this consolidation right here?
Okay, so the consolidation that you showing before the price goes back to the upside, that's relative equal lows there. If you go to the left.
Okay. Okay, what else you got for me? Talk to me. What else you see?
What she had? Can y'all point it out for me?
Right here.
Oh, right here. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So what else you got? What else you got?
So okay, so order blocks are not something that I've come to fully understand. I think I have it to a point, Like if it was like grade levels to this, I think I'm at like maybe the third grade of understanding the order block. So there's an order block, I believe, at what is this price? 21, 380 maybe?
380.
Yeah,
380.
yeah, right
Right
there.
here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's
Why
an
would you,
order block
why would you
there.
call that an order block?
You wouldn't call it an order block?
I'm asking you why you calling that an order block. I'm just asking.
I'm calling it an order block because it's going against the flow, like
Just going
how,
to the order flow.
yeah, it's going against like the direction of where price is going.
So this would be, I'm gonna be honest with you, this would be a low probability order block.
Okay.
So you want your order blocks to be more body than wick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You want
Okay.
your order blocks to be body. Like you want a strong body candle that's in your order block, right? But it's a good observation. I'm not saying that the market won't use it as an order block, but I won't be betting on price. Like I'm not buying this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's too flimsy for me. It's like a wet paper towel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a good observation. But just keep in mind, like when you notice order blocks on your chart, whether it's a higher time frame order block, and when I say higher time frame, I mean 1 hour, 4 hour, etc. When you notice those on your chart, just highlight it, notate it on your chart, and watch what price does
Okay.
when it returns to it, and notate the body size of it. Like if it's a small body order block like this, like damn, price is traded straight through that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just so now you can have an idea of what to look for actually if you're really considering something like an order block that you want to trade or something that you considering using as um entry bias or price delivery bias. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could have an idea of what's like a good order block, like what a order block that's been stepped on and flipped a couple of times. It's not as pure. You see
I'm
what I'm
gonna be honest. I don't really use like for sure order blocks 'cause I'm not completely clear on it.
saying?
Like I said, I have an idea, like I have like a vague idea of it. I don't really use order blocks in my trading. I'll see like if I see like gaps or if I see relative equal highs or lows or whatever, I'll look around and if there's an order block that so happen to be there, that's cool.
Mhm.
But I don't like you said about that order block, it's like it's flimsy. I don't have a full understanding of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So like when you say look around and what do you see, I still struggle with like entry and all of that,
Mhm.
but I see stuff.
Mhm. All right. So, that just frees me up. So the next Zoom that we do next Sunday is just it's gonna all be about entry. Entry, entry, entry. We're just gonna do entries.
There we go.
So we can see what we're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? So
You too, Mr. Hayes? You be struggling with that? Oh, who is that?
That's me. I struggle with everything.
Oh, okay.
Excuse, hold on, Mike. Mike,
I feel so much
Mike, you're
better
not
now.
even supposed to let this dude off mute.
hey, bro, my bad, man. I got a good heart, man.
Go back on mute, man.
I'm gone, bro. Bye.
All right, so look, so next week we're gonna do entries, how to find a good entry, and I think that'll help everybody. Um, we could do mines, we could do Winston's, however, entry model, my entry model. I showed your mines today. And I missed my trade because the candle was printing too fast. I had it going like 100 times, so I missed it. But the entry model is it helps you with direction of the market. And just like Ashley, just like you said, you struggle with order blocks. So what do you see outside? Like when you're looking at the market, like what draws your attention? Like 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 it's like a
I'm a,
magnet to your eye.
and look, another thing, to piggyback on what she's saying with the auto block. I don't know it's an auto block until after. I don't see them before, like as a entry. Like when he
Mhm.
come back, I look at it, I'm like, oh, why did this turn around? And I'm like, oh, that was an order block. So I'm seeing them after the fact versus I'm not to that level to see them to actually trade them. I noticed
I
them
don't think,
after the reaction, like, oh, it went to an order block. That's
Okay.
why
yeah,
it turned around.
you're not supposed to see them before. Like you can prognosticate and be like, oh, this might be an order block. Like I do that, but I still don't have full
Mike,
understanding of it. But like you see this green candle, you got what day is it?
Right
January 1st, that green candle right there.
here.
I'm calling that an order block,
This green candle right
but
here. With the
again,
cursor. With my
yeah,
cursor at.
yeah.
That is so great, 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 great. That is an order block.
I think me and you saying the same thing. What I'm saying is, let's say if an order block is printed, I won't take it in a trade. The candles will have to like bounce off it or do whatever. And then and me talking to Mike, I'll be like, man, why I turned around right there? Oh, now I see the order block.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not in a live situation. That's not my entry to any of my trades.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm noticing it after the day over. I might go back on an hour. All right, why this the swing low? Why this the swing high?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that go to order block. Why you didn't see that when it was going on? I don't know.
Because it's not so. So I don't trade order blocks.
Okay,
I just use them like as a compass. Like so, because order blocks are not the best. Like if you coming into the market and be like, I'm just trading order blocks, then you're gonna have
there's
a hard.
so many of them.
You're gonna have a hard
So,
time. You're gonna have a
yeah.
hard time. You're gonna get your bell rung a few times. So under so man, let me write this down right now. Next Sunday, understanding order blocks and entries
Yeah, if y'all on third grade, I might be second, first grade. So
and entry
just
models.
And please, when uploaded, thank you.
I
So
got y'all.
so honestly, so like so you call this candle order block, and it is. So normally this is what you look for when you're trying to spot an order block. Normally, an order block happens before the market goes in the opposite direction, and when it goes in the opposite direction, it's kind of like a big move. So what's happening is it's like institutions that have the money, they're buying so they can sell. So I'm a buy, and it's kind of like another form of manipulation. Like order, because you can always go and find an order block on a manipulation leg, especially on a higher time frame. So, for instance, you'd be like, all right, we're gonna buy up to here, and we're gonna start selling. And I noticed they started selling here, but this candle closed green, right? So once this candle closed, the first one opened up and sold off. So let's do this in context. Let's do this in context, right? So if this is the candles that we have on the chart right now, you looking at it, okay, well, this is the low, this is the swing low, this is the swing high here, or this is the swing high, right? So you looking at it from a perspective of, okay, we were expecting this low. This candle printed, traded higher. It still closed red, but it sold all the way off and still and closed higher, right? So the very next candle sold off, respected this low. So you in your mind, okay, we were respecting this low. So it's like we going higher. So you start seeing this candle print higher and it's green. What you gonna do? Most people could get long because we gonna take out this high. We going higher, right? Wrong. It's manipulation, right? So then when we finally take out the low, we use a gap. We have a gap to take out the low, right? So now, since this low has been swept, now the market reverses, right? So we invert this gap, trade higher. In inverting this bearish gap, we create a very small bullish gap right here, right? Guess what this red candle is right here?
Order block.
The order block. It's an order block. It's an order block. You have a gap on top of it. I don't even think we traded back into this gap. 206.00. What's this low? So nope, we still haven't traded back into it. So your relative, now let's do a little some context clues here. Your relative equal lows are here on top of a gap that we haven't traded back into, which has an order block right here. That's a recipe for getting long to me. These lows get swept, have this order block, reversal. Now we start seeing signs of reversal after trading to this gap. I'm looking for a 5-minute entry. That's where we're gonna pick up at going into next Sunday. When we do the market replay, we're just gonna focus solely on entries. So I'm gonna be pausing it a lot next week, but we're gonna focus solely on entries and exits of the trade, right? Just taking the low-hanging fruit, right? Because each time, like every day the market is open, the market is not gonna bless you with a 100-point trade or 200-point trade. You know what I'm saying? So be cool with taking your 30, 40-point trades. Be satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna work on Sunday. Finding entries. Most times for me, it's gonna be a gap. So if you go down to the 5-minute, so mostly for me, my entries are always gonna be gaps like such. This I actually took this Friday. Gaps like this, because they just let me know where we're going. Like it's a clear cut. I know where we're going. We swept the low, we reverse, we got a gap, boom, we trade higher. So entry here, price target is this high, got taken out. And it's so we're gonna work on this going forward. This is what we're gonna work on, so everybody could have a better understanding of kind of like what they doing in the market. So you could know, you could be like, man, this a gap, this you could know all the lingo and all that stuff, but you need to know how to trade it proficiently. You know, and I'm not trying to change anybody's trading model or how they see the market or whatnot. I just want to give you, you know, like a good indication of what we could be doing going into next week. So that's what we're doing. Understanding order blocks and entry models next week. All right. So if you got any questions about what we did today, the Zoom gonna be up a little bit later today. So if any questions about anything,
It's gonna be up today or midway of the week.
oh, I don't know. Well, hey.
Hey, no, yeah, brother. I'm about to load this thing up, bro.
I was just checking, because I am subscribed, so I get the notifications. I
He said,
just want to make sure.
you're on the clock, buddy. I got y'all. It's coming up. It's coming up, bro. For sure.
So
Be
if
a little bit
anybody,
more potent with that, man. I got y'all. Give me like an hour. I got
any, so like I said,
you.
any
Yeah,
questions?
right customer service if y'all get y'all update that is up.
So, but any questions, comments, or concerns before we let y'all go, bro? It's been what, 2 hours? That's not bad. We're gonna try to get that time down a little lower.
Now, we appreciate you, Sensei. Tasha.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We out.